He's disgusting, and I know his breath stinks. I know in my heart his breath stinks.
What?
I keep telling y'all, it is something in the air in 2024. Ari Lennox done went off on Joe Budden something fierce, okay? I wasn't even going to cover this, and then I heard what she said. I said, ooh. So let me play this first. I'm going to get into why she responding to Joe, because some of y'all might not know, but I just want y'all to hear what she said, all right?
Can y'all let him know that? Tell him to stop touching them dogs. Because I don't understand why he's so obsessed. Like, why are you so obsessed? And why was you touching them dogs? Like, you're weird. He's weird and he's gross. He has smoke mouth. He's disgusting. And he's a failure, like Drake said. Like, leave the dogs alone, Joe. I don't know why he's obsessed. Like, everything I do, there's a million people to talk about in life. Like, I can never just express what's going on with me without him coming from behind, I don't know, the trash, the landfill that he lives in to say something. He always has to say something. And I don't know why. I do not know why. He's disgusting, and I know his breath stinks. I know in my heart his breath stinks. So I don't know what it is or what it will take to, like, maybe I have to sue him. Is that what I have to do? Like, get on my Cardi B shit and, like, really just spin the bread to shut his smoke mouth up, because he's disgusting and he's a lame. To sit here, this man has never, ever in his life validated the truth. He just loves to oppose everybody. He loves to oppose everybody, because who hurt him? I do not know. What woman hurt him? I don't know. But he'll never acknowledge the truth. I can't ever just talk to my people without him just being psychotic.
Not the dogs, Ari. If y'all don't know what she talking about, just go look it up. I'm not gonna do you like that, Joe. I'm not gonna do you like that, okay? Now, if y'all don't know what Ari is talking about when it comes to Joe speaking on her, okay? First of all, y'all gotta remember Joe is now the R&B aficionado of the internet. And so he was talking about Ari and her issues with opening up for Rod Wave. And here's what Joe had to say on his podcast recently.
Are you trying to sell records or not?
Are you trying to entertain the people at the show?
Or not?
Or not.
Yeah.
Are you trying to introduce yourself to a new audience?
Yeah.
Or not? Are you trying to appeal to some more people or not? Are you trying to get in front of some people that may not be familiar with you or your music or your set and have to work through a difficult set? You're not going through nothing pardon me, please. You're not going through nothing that no other artist that's tried to do this has gone through.
Word.
And only today, because you niggas got your TikToks and your Snapchats and your Insta Lives and instant access,
and your immediate
access to your audience. Mm-hmm. See, that didn't used to really be there before. That's how you knew niggas that really wanted to kick it with their audience, because they found a way to kick it with their audience. But now you niggas just hit a button and cry.
Now, the part about this situation that's a little odd for me is because Joe didn't do his due diligence when he listened to that clip. Because if he listened to the whole clip, there would be no reason for his response that I just played for y'all. Because at the end of this, when Ari was talking about her experience being on tour with Rod Wave, she said, I understand that audience was not there for me. They were there for Rod Wave. So that means, Joe, when you're saying that she's crying and all this other stuff, it doesn't make sense because she understood what she was going through. She was just explaining it to her fans and her people and what she went through. And there's nothing wrong with her telling her experience. But for some reason, Joe was offended by that. Because like I told y'all earlier, Joe feels like he's the number one authority on hip hop culture, R&B, rap, whatever. And sometimes he gets offended by the things that other artists do. And what I will say is, I think some of the stuff that Joe talks about on his podcast is the same stuff that other artists in the industry talk about. It's just the fact that Joe has a podcast, and so he gets to say it out loud and for the masses. But if you ask me, a lot of the stuff he says on the podcast, he's basically echoing the sentiments of other artists who are in the industry. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had a conversation about what Ari was talking about. And so he felt more emboldened to have his point when another artist said the same thing he just said. Oh yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. You know, everybody go through this, da 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 da. But she already admitted that. She said, I understand what it was. I don't feel like she was on a soapbox. She just talked about her experience. Now, also, Joe fell for the trick of the blogs taking this and blowing it up. Because the blogs took that clip and some people tried to make it seem like she was trying to say that Rod Wave's audience was a certain type of way, but that wasn't what she was doing. Y'all can go research the clip. It's on the internet. But to me, I didn't really get Joe's point in this situation. Just like I didn't understand when he was talking about Drake and the 25-year-old. Okay? Like sometimes Joe does stuff where he's farming clips. That's what they say online. When you farm a clip, when you're trying to force a situation that you know will go viral. So to me, he's just farming the clip. He's doing this extra outrage for no reason. Because it doesn't make sense. And I think he does this thing where it's like, I don't like how artists are acting in the industry. You know, she should be happy that she's even on tour with Rod Wave. You know, people from my day, we didn't get the same experiences in social media, and y'all can get on the internet and cry. What's the point? I'm going to be honest with you. To me, instead of an opportunity to uplift this girl and give her some advice, he used it to kind of tear her down and act like she was, you know, bitching and moaning. So, and he wonders why a lot of people don't respect him or they have something to say about his podcast, because these days he does more tearing people down than uplifting them. And that don't mean that the podcast isn't good and entertaining. I've been listening to the podcast since Melissa was on there. I've been listening since the beginning of the Joe Budden podcast. I'm a fan, but that's why I'm able to criticize it the way I am right now, because I've actually been around. This ain't a hot take from, you know, one clip I heard from his podcast. You talking to somebody, if it's 889 episodes, I've listened to at least, I would say, 800 of them. like literally, like it might be a good 89. I remember during COVID, I wasn't listening that much, but I feel like that was the only time I wasn't listening to the podcast. But anyway, Y'all can let me know what y'all think about this. I think stop messing with them dogs is crazy though, Ari. That was crazy. I will see y'all next time. Peace.